Hello, this is Cynthia in the TLC, and this video will introduce you to the free web-based audio file recording site called Vocaroo. I purposefully am showing you this little error that you're seeing here because depending on the settings of your browser, you may encounter this, and this just means that the plugin isn't automatically playing for Adobe Flash Player. So I'm just going to right-click on this image and click Run this plugin. Okay, so this is what you should see when you come to Vocaroo.com. So again, very simple tool to use. All you have to do is click the click to record button, say what you want to say, and then there'll be a stop button after that. So let's just give an example. I'm going to click to record. You'll be prompted to give permission for this website to access your microphone. Just click allow, and now you see now it's toggles to click to stop. So you can use Vocaroo. We have some instructors using it for medical terminology, for the instructor to pronounce the terminology, and as well for the students to pronounce the terminology and then send that audio file to the instructor. So, I mean, there are many, many ways you can use this. Introducing content in a particular, in a new chapter or a new unit. So anyway, many ways you can use it. So I'm going to stop the recording. You can listen to it. Allow. And now you see now it's toggles to click to stop. So, okay, and so on and on. So if you're happy with the recording, if you're not happy with the recording, you just click retry and you just start all over again. If you're happy with the recording, then you'll just click right here where it says click here to save. You have many ways to save and or share this audio file. You could just copy this URL and send the URL to your students or whoever, or you could, in Blackboard, you could create a web link and just put this URL in there. You can embed the code, the video file right in Blackboard, and I'll show you how that works in a moment. So I clicked embed, then I'm just clicking in this box and it automatically highlights everything. I'm going to copy that code and I'll show you what to do with it in a moment. But also you can see there are many ways you can share the file, as well as several ways or formats that you can download the file. It could be an MP3 file or these different formats. And if you just don't want anything to do with this file anymore, just click delete now and any trace of it will disappear. The thing about using the link is these files are stored at Vocaroo.com, but they don't store them forever. So if it's something that you really want to keep track of, I'd recommend that you download it as an MP3 file format. All right, so let's see what you can do with embedding the file in Blackboard. So remember, I copied that code, and so now let's go to Blackboard, and as I'm creating this TLC module for how to use Vocaroo, we'll embed the code. All right, so in this learning module, I'm going to create an item. So build content, and I'll choose item. And then if you only have one row of icons showing in the text box, some people it defaults to this, just showing one row. Just click this icon on the end on the right to get your full capacity here. And it's because we want the HTML icon to show, we'll click that one, the box appears. Then we're just going to paste that embed code that I copied from Vocaroo and then click update. There is a Flash element to this, so I'll show you what you have to do now. More and more browsers these days to get it to display, but it's not that big a deal. Okay, so we've embedded the code. All we have to do now is, if you wanted to, you could attach a document. Of course, it's an item, and as well as define how you're going to permit users to view this content. When you're ready, just click submit. So now all you're seeing is the title I gave this item and then a link. So this is just a link that goes to the Vocaroo website. So we should be seeing something else in here, but we're not, because there's what the terminology is mixed content displayed on this page, which means content coming from a quote-unquote unsecure website. So if you look in your browser address window, you'll see, we're in Chrome right now, you'll see on the right side this shield, and that's what that shield means, is it's preventing some content from displaying. So you always want to kind of be aware of that when you're going to different websites. So if you click this shield, and if you trust the site where it's coming from, and I would trust Vocaroo, you'll just click load unsaved scripts. Kind of cryptic message there, but you click that one. the shield disappears, and on the left side of the URL now it's kind of, dramatic with a red line through the HTTPS, which means it's a secure website. So now it's saying it's not so secure because you're displaying content, mixed content. All right, but now if you look at that item that we created, you'll see this icon for Vocaroo with a play button. So now if you click that play button, you can... And now you see now it's toggled to click to stop. That's the file that we just recorded. All right, so you do have to keep track of that. If you're going to embed the Vocaroo file in your course, you do need to keep track of that and let your students know that that's what they need to do in order to view the play button and the Vocaroo icon. All right, so that's about embedding. You could also, as we said, just copy this URL here, go back to Blackboard, create a web link, and under the URL, just paste that there. You could, provide directions or, how you want your students to pay attention to this. Open in a new window, always choose yes. It defaults to yes now, but make sure that that's yes, and click submit. All right, so that will actually take you to the Vocaroo site. You may see this flash player icon. Just right click and click run this plugin. Allow. And then it will play the file. Now it's toggled. So that's how to share Vocaroo audio files within Blackboard. So the last thing I want to show you about Vocaroo is just how to save the files themselves, the audio files. So let's go back to the Vocaroo website. And these 4 options below are just different formats for an audio file. And I would recommend the MP3. It's universal format. So let's go ahead and click on that. And then you can see Vocaroo gives you a bit of a cryptic name. So you can just name it something more meaningful. And then click Save. Make sure you know where it's going and click Save. All right, so that's pretty much all you have to do for Vocaroo. Remember, you could share the link, you could embed it, you could save the audio file, and of course share it through any of these social media resources. All right, if you have any questions, don't hesitate to contact the TLC. Thank you.